He's the performer making sure we never forget his name.
Jason Derulo, Jason Derulo, Jason Derulo.
Not that there was any danger of that. Bursting onto the scene in 2009, Jason Derulo has become a global force, selling more than 15 million tracks in the US, 25 million worldwide. He's toured with Gaga and the Black Eyed Peas and has had nearly 700 million views on his YouTube channel. Take that, Husey. Having spent time in Australia, we're clearly doing something right, as Jason appears to be making his visits something a little more permanent.
So welcome, Jason Derulo! We hinted it a little bit there, but you made the news here suggesting that you wanted to buy a house here and live in Australia. Now, I've got to say, pretty much every pop star that comes to Australia says that. Do you mean it? Because I'm still waiting for Eminem to move into my street, and he promised like 10 years ago.
I hear he's doing it this week, though.
Oh, really? Good to know.
Which city would you pick, if you could pick?
Melbourne.
Yeah!
We're a national show, so
Okay, so is everybody? I'm not sure yet.
But how are you feeling? So last year you had a pretty serious neck injury while, you know, rehearsing for your world tour. How are things going now? You're back to doing all your moves and feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling amazing. You know, that was a crazy, very, very crazy time in my life, and it helped me to just take a look at my life and decipher what was positive, what was negative. So I feel, you know, better.
But also, you're back to full health now. If this is on Instagram, I saw this on your Instagram. Let's have a look at some of you. Is this you exercising recently? Yeah.
That was this morning.
That was this morning? My God.
If I did that this morning, I'd still be asleep now.
There's the clap.
How many did you do?
I don't know. I wasn't counting.
God, if I was doing that, I'd be able to count how many I'd done already.
You started writing songs when you were 8?
I did, yeah.
What does an 8-year-old have to get off their chest? You know,
you know, it's pretty heavy stuff, man. I had a crush on the girl that sat in front of me. Her name was Amy Hume.
We've all been there. We've all had our Amy's in our lives.
But Amy's now wishing she'd had that crush back.
Exactly. I mean, I have no idea where she is right now. She's probably married and have kids and, you know.
If Amy's out there watching tonight, is there a message for Amy?
Is this camera right here?
Well, you do currently have a crush on your girlfriend, Jordan Sparks. She's in your new song, Marry Me. When are you going to marry her? What's going on there?
When the time is right, you know. I'm glad everybody digs the song. I actually didn't know how personal the song was until I released it, and then I was like, damn, this is really personal. But yeah, it's the story of my life. You know, when I do get down on one knee, it's going to be the greatest moment of my life. So I wrote a song about it.
Certainly every time she hears it, she must think, come on then.
That's what my sister says. She's like, you can't release this song. That's a tease. You're teasing. I'm like, no, what are you talking about? Jordan comes around the corner. Yeah, you are teasing.
There's definitely no lack of commitment between you two. Am I right that you got matching tattoos? Is this true?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How did you agree on what your tattoo was going to be?
We have this thing where we say, I love you more than yesterday, and it seemed appropriate. So we have like a more than sign, and then yesterday. I have it here, and she has it right here.
So whose idea was it to get the tattoos? Because me and my wife got tattoos. She got one before I did, and once she got one, I had to get one. So it was a joint.
You didn't want her to be more hardcore than you, right? I feel the same way. Jordan has this huge tattoo right here. I'm just trying to catch up. That's what this is all about. It's just trying to catch up. I don't want her to be more hardcore than me.
Now, you guys are technically a pop power couple. Do you fear or do you look forward to the day where you guys have that name like Brangelina or Kimmy, or do you already have one?
Yeah, the fans made up a name. It's Jaden.
Jaden.
Mm-hmm. Jaden.
I mean, it's...
Maybe you could get that tattooed next.
Yeah, I have it.
Are you a twerker? Do you twerk? I mean, it's...
Guys shouldn't twerk.
That's exactly right. I've been saying it all day and no one listens.
Just put that out there, guys.
Why not?
Shouldn't twerk.
Oh, no, there's a guy here called Clive Palmer who did it really well. You should YouTube that. Mate, but there was a world record for twerking done in New York in the last couple of days. We've got some vision of it here. Some dudes were involved.
See, they look great twerking.
No, they look like a female doing a mating dance. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, right. I can see what you're saying when I see that. But,
you look like a dinosaur. Sorry, whoever that was.
No, he'd be honoured that you took him off. One of the members of the world record-breaking team, though, is this woman. Check this out.
I I went to buy sheets in Macy's and they let me in and I'm just dancing my life away.
Let's have a look. This is possibly the oldest member of the crew, and from behind, I believe that's where it's
That's a good twerk.
You
That's
got
a
to
good
have your
twerk.
next film clip. That's
Absolutely.
amazing.
I hear she's open-minded about matching tattoos as well. I just heard that. That's just what I heard.
Website, would you please thank Jason Derulo?